Hi everyone, my name is Electric Donkey and today we are once again back on the No Man's Sky project. So if you remember in the last video we kind of did a little bit of saving, a little bit of loading over the course of 2 videos, and put together it looked a little bit something like this. So we went onto one planet and we could then go back off, go onto it, same planet, same planet, same planet. I'm going to stop doing that because it's really annoying in the last video. And again, same planet. Yeah. Also, if you mind this block here and this block here, let's say we'll change the shape. We'll go back and it still be saved as the same. We can go onto another one and go back and it will still be saved as the same. Well, so that's kind of handy. The problem is though, if we mine this one here, we get it in our inventory here. But then as soon as we back out and go back, it's not there. It's not in the world, but it's also not in our inventory. So what we're going to be trying to do in this video is trying to save our inventory. This might be interesting, but we'll give it a go all the same. So in our save world, all we're doing is we're saying, we're just writing a grid, really. Now, well, actually we're very specifically writing the planet grid. So we're going to use something like this, but so we're going to copy this, duplicate, we're going to call it script save inventory. It's going to be really similar, so we're just going to save inventory. We're not going to pass in any arguments for this, so we can just get rid of these. All we're going to do is open string. We'll just call it inventory.text, and in it we're going to save any.writeString, and we're going to change this to be our inventory. It's global.inv, I believe. Let's just check that quickly, just to make sure we've not messed that one up. Global.inv, yes. So now we've got the script ready. It's pretty simple. We're just making a new one called inventory.text, writing in the thing, and there we go. The read world is completely empty. Brilliant. We probably don't need that, but anyway. So how are we going to work this out? So when our inventory first starts up, we're going to say if file exists inventory.text. Remember, this is in the create event, so it's when we're first starting up our inventory, we're first using our inventory. It's going to start by looking for an inventory we've already got, which means that we're trying to see if we've saved one in the past. If we have, we want to load from that. Now the way we're going to do that is we're going to say ds grid read. There's a specific way of using this, and every time I forget, we're going to read into grid global.inv, and we're going to pass in the string, and this is going to be any read string. But remember, we haven't opened it yet. It's quite important. And yep, we need what it's saved as. So if we go in our inventory, it's 0, 0, and then the thing. So we're just going to say 0, 0, and we're going to default at 0. Relatively easy, but remember, we're up here, we need to open it, so any open inventory.text. We then also need to remember to close it at the end, so we're going to use any close, just like that, and there we go. Basically, if the file exists that we've saved here, then we're going to open that file, we're going to read from that file into our inventory, and then we're going to close it. Now that's all brilliant. We could run this, and in our minds this would work perfectly fine. There's a problem though. There's quite a big problem, to be honest. And the problem is we've never actually used this grid. We've got this script. We've never used it. We've made it, we've not used it. Common mistake. Now, how we're going to use this is when we exit the planet, so when we press escape, we're going to save it. So script save inventory, and this will do it automatically. We just have to pass that in. When else are we going to save the inventory though? I think that's probably most. I think that's only the only time we really need to, is when we're leaving a planet. So let's give it a go. We've mined that block. You can see it's in our inventory dirt 1. What if we exit? Escape out. Right? Technically this should also follow over any planets. So yep, you can see there we've still got our dirt, we still maintain our dirt. If we mine a bit of dirt here, we now got 2 dirt, 1 from each planet. We go back onto this planet, we still have that 2 dirt, and we can still place down that 2 dirt. So there we go, we've saved it. We can now back out, go into this one, we've still not got anything, we've used it up on the other planet. We can go back to this planet and the dirt is still there. This means that we can never lose blocks. The blocks will always maintain somewhere, whether this is in our inventory or in the worlds, which is realistic. It's what real life is. We can't lose matter. Now, this is something quite handy. Interestingly enough though, yeah, we have to back out before it will save. So if we back out, close it down, there's no real way of working around this, to be honest. But yeah, you can see that it's in our inventory, even yeah, we've closed it. So yeah, there we go. We've saved our inventory. We've saved the slots. So basically now we've saved everything. So oh, sorry about that. We've basically become independent. So it kind of now will run like a game. We now will be able to mine some wood here. So we'll mine this wood, and then we could like go onto this planet and build like a nice little house here. We've not got enough, but you get the gist of it. You know, we could make a house here. We could then go out. We could then travel to these planets. Now this is what we're going to be working on the next video, is actually traveling. So we can't just click on it. So we have to actually go over to it and fuel and stuff, things that we have in No Man's Sky. But yeah, you get the idea. Basically now it's starting to play more like a real game, and that's what we're working towards now. We've set down the basis, we're now just working on those fine details to make it seem more like No Man's Sky, more realistic, and in some cases better. But yeah, that was my little video there. If you like the video, remember to like, subscribe, or just do what you guys want to do, and I will talk to you in the next one.